The views and opinions expressed in this recording do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Logan City Council. Logan City Council does not make any representation of the accuracy of any such views and opinions.
Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers and listeners should be aware that this narrated story may contain names, images and voices of deceased people. Our Words, Our Stories. The Way I Speak, a story by Boneta-Marie Mabo. Recorded on the 4th of December 2019.
Hello, my name is Boneta-Marie Mabo. I am a Meriam and Manbarra woman. Meriam is the language group of the Eastern Islands of the Torres Strait, and the Torres Strait Islands are situated in between North Queensland, the tip, and Papua New Guinea. And Manbarra is the traditional lands, and the colonised name is Palm Island, which is off the coast of Townsville, about 40 kilometres away. I am also a mother, a prison abolitionist, and a human rights advocate, and also a visual artist. As I have grown older, decolonising has become more and more important to me. One way I decolonise is through language and the way I speak. It's not necessarily just verbal, it's through non-verbal, particularly through visual arts. Through art I speak. This is a universal language that doesn't matter where you are from or what language you speak, visual arts can speak to everyone. As an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander artist living on colonised lands, it is extremely important for me that my people, especially my sisters, my aunties, my elders and my daughters, are seen and heard the way that we want to be, not the way that the majority think it more desirable or appropriate or palatable, but the way that we want to be seen and heard, and for us to have agency over our identities. Empowering young women and girls to express themselves through art is important. For me, growing up, I was disconnected from culture and I didn't really have a voice or a language to speak my truths. Art was my language, and through art, that grew my confidence, and it continues to be my language. I speak my truths. Since being a mother, I have a 2-year-old, nearly 3, and her name is Poipi. Our verbal language has become extremely important, not because I have to be careful what I say because she's a parrot and a sponge, but I want to teach her and surround her with tradition and culture, and it started with her name, Poipi. Poipi is a traditional Peardrums woman's name. One Poipi has to pass before the next can be named Poipi. The last Poipi was my grandfather, Eddie Mabo's mother. She passed the day after giving birth to my grandfather. So that made the name then his to then pass on or to use, but he passed it on to my dad, which he didn't use, and then my father didn't use it, and then he gave it to me, and that's how she got her beautiful name. So even my last name, Mabo, is a traditional Peardrum man's name. And because of colonisation, when colonisation happened on Mer, Mabo was the head of our clan. So they named everybody, all of his children and everyone else in the clan had the last name Mabo. And so that's how, so that was a Peardrum man's name. And so in the Torres Straits, from Mer, each clan had specific names so that other clan groups knew what clan they belonged to by just knowing their name. And so you would never have 2 Mabos, or you would never have people with the same name. It would only be one person with that name. So, for instance, Poipi is the only Peardrum woman. And even when we have gatherings with older Murray Island people, they know exactly who she belongs to or where she comes from because of her name. When I was younger, my parents divorced, and I grew up most of my early years with my Caucasian mum. So I didn't have the opportunity to learn Meriam Mer or my Aboriginal language, Manbarra, at a younger age. And since having my daughter, it has become extremely important and a priority to learn Meriam Mer for my daughter. And we do this together. She knows most of her body parts in both English and Meriam Mer, like puni is her eyes, talinga, ears, kanani, underarms. And we do a lot of our learning through song and dance. Although colonisation has diluted a lot of Manbarra language, I will teach my daughter everything I can so that it keeps the language alive and also to decolonise. Language in all its forms is a powerful tool. It has the power to connect people. It has the power to make people be seen and to be heard. And I will continue every day to use language to decolonise. Essel.
The Our Words, Our Stories project is a deadly digital communities program supported through funding from the State Library of Queensland and Telstra. Dream big with State Library of Queensland and Telstra in partnership with Indigenous knowledge centres and local councils. The Our Words, Our Stories project is in recognition of the United Nations International Year of Indigenous Languages. Logan City Council Libraries acknowledges that language, heritage and knowledge always remains with the traditional owners, elders, language custodians and other community members of the respective language nation. Logan City Council gratefully acknowledges the time, resources, stories and support of the following: Boneta-Marie Mabo, Robert R. Wing, Logan City Council Library's Deadly Digital Communities Project Officer, the Queensland Narrating Service providing digital recording equipment, sound production and quality assurance, the Nyamba Meta Advisory Group. This recording features didgeridoo music performed by Greg Dry. For Mobo Jarjum, Tomorrow's Children, copyright 2019 Logan City Council.